Erin, what are we doing today?
We're dancing.
Nice.
This is the Joy Dance cover video. I helped choreograph this dance. I feel really on the spot right now, sorry. I have 1 week and 16-ish practices to choreograph and teach a swing style dance for Bella's YouTube video that she's making 40s and 50s style swing dresses for, to a cover version of the song Joy by For King and Country, and it hasn't been written yet, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. I need to choreograph the dance, find people to dance, teach the dance, get people ready for the video shoot, which is in November. This is the biggest video project I've ever choreographed. There you go. I've been in theater projects since I was little, and I've done choreography for show choir and theater, but my first video project with choreography was Bella's Cinderella dress. That one, we were taking the dance from the movie, breaking it down, and then trying to replicate it. But this Joy video is my first time choreographing from scratch. I got married 7 years ago to Cameron Covey, who he is one of 10 siblings. The second youngest of those is Bella, which makes her my fairy godmother. I bought 2 raggedy old dresses from a thrift store that she magically transformed into my wedding dress. That was back when she was shorter than me. Then she grew, along with her sewing career. I helped her with the choreography for her Cinderella dance video, and she must have liked it enough because she recruited me for the next one. Well, either that or she doesn't know any other choreographers. Who am I kidding? I'm the best dancer she knows. Choreograph this thing. I am not an expert on choreography, but I'm gonna do what I can to make it fun to watch. I want to make sure there's plenty of variety. Parts where there's couples dancing, doing the same thing together, couples doing opposite things, a freestyle kind of moment, and then parts where everyone's doing the exact same thing. I went through and found a lot of dance moves that I liked and then try to copy it. And then it was about putting them in an order that looked decent. Be inspired by something that you want to try to emulate. Once you're inspired by a dance or a move or something, get away from everything else and just focus on that. Listen to the music and just start. I pretty much just went to my mom's house and had her watch the kids, and I danced around and tried different things for 3 hours or so until I got the whole thing figured out exactly how I wanted. What worked with the different parts of the song. We had parts where things were fast. We have this dip where everything kind of slows down. I'm used to doing more theater productions where everything's facing towards the audience, but because our audience is a camera, it can move all around. So I wanted to play with having things where we're going one way and then we turn around and then the main dance is now facing the other way. Something I found helpful that I learned from other choreographers is to have a name for each move so that it's easy to tell everyone what we're doing at that moment. I worked really hard to get it to the point where I really liked it and wanted to share it with Bella to see what she thought. So I brought it to Bella and started to teach her the dance. The next time we met, she says, look, these are a few spots that don't feel as swing. Can we change it up? And you know what? Yes, we can. I got so focused on variety that I missed the part where I was supposed to make everything swing style. Had to go back and change some things up. So I listened to some swing dancing songs, tried to come up with moves with that first, and then dance it to the Joy counts. Bella sent me a couple videos that she liked some of the moves from, stole some of the moves, mixed them around, replaced the moves that didn't look very swing, and came up with something that the two of us both liked. It's okay to go back. We can change things and make them better. Then I had to memorize the thing really well, or at least well enough that I could teach the first class. And so I made a really long video explaining all of the dance moves, going through the entire thing, sent it to all the dancers, and then we ended up changing some of the moves and not using that video. We changed a lot of the dance as time went on because we were running out of time. After 2020 giving birth for the second time and not having any social media for over a year, I didn't have a very good way of connecting with old contacts to see if they would want to be in this dance. Hey, yeah, I seem to remember you having decent control over your arms and legs. Is that still the case? Great! Well, would you like to spend 4 months learning a dance for a video that anyone with internet could potentially watch and criticize for an indefinite amount of time? Okay, yeah, I understand. Well, okay. Thanks, Granddad. Hope your surgery goes well. Alright, bye. Thankfully, Bella had some other connections, and we were able to get a great group together. Now all I have to do is teach this thing. I already made the video breaking down all the moves, so hopefully people watched it and have an idea of what we're getting into. I am super nervous. I haven't met all the people that are in this dance yet. Am I going to be able to teach them well? Am I going to be encouraging enough that they're not going to get discouraged if they don't catch onto the moves fast enough? I went ahead and just kind of gave her an idea of what I thought it might look like. Start by learning the steps slowly, build up to them, then add the music and try it all together. Do that each time we add a new step, go through the whole thing with all the music, and then at the end have a part where somebody showcases the thing that we learned. We just tried it. It seemed to work pretty good. The class went great. We learned some of the dance, and we also realized I way overestimated how long it was going to take to teach each move. So I re-choreographed a lot of it again. So I went back and simplified some of the moves, completely got rid of others, then sent out the next practice video for the things that I changed. Here's the first week practice video. I have a slow tempo for you to practice to, and then the speed of the song to practice to. Second practice. Because our practices were 2 weeks apart, we ended up spending a lot more time on review. The tricky part was having so many different levels of dancing experience. It's better to start small, help everyone to get the moves down where they're very confident in them before adding the next moves. Trying to find the right words to explain what I'm doing compared to just showing someone what I'm doing is a whole nother level of vocabulary information to be able to describe. But I think I got better at it as we went along.
Plus, thankfully, I had some more experienced dancers in the class who helped me count things out and explain the things that I couldn't come with the right words for.
We learned everything up to the couples parts, and I still hadn't simplified them from when we redid things. So I grabbed whoever was willing to dance with me to test out some couples dances and freestyle moves. You're facing this way, bump, bump, bump to that hand. You're kind of doing this. Can you do that?
That's kind of reaching the
Backwards, 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 bump.
That's the one that in the name.
Oh, perfect. Do you want me to do it with the songs? You don't have to, but... Do you think you could do it to the fast song?
That is a...
Keep spinning till you're fully facing the other wall. Under. How did I do that? I'm broken. I spin you and put your arm over my shoulder. Jump. Like that. So you're catching my left leg in your arm. Twist me around. Put my arm over your shoulder. And then jump up. Thank you. This is the official. That's the fitting. They're all on the floor. The seamstress lives on pins. I'm on my way to our 5th rehearsal, and this is going to be a cool one because at least half of us have dresses that Bella has completed, or at least it's wearable enough that we can practice in and see how hard it is to move our arms or whatever. Hopefully she doesn't have to do a lot of altering or anything. This will be fun to actually get to dance in the dresses. I have one last part to choreograph before our last lesson. And then Bella leaves for Greece, and I'm running 2 rehearsals by myself. And then it's one last practice with our videographers before the shoot. So the day of the video shoot came and we had to cram all the shots in time before we had to leave the Onyx location. It would have been nice to have more time so that we weren't so stressed trying to cram it all in, but the dance was choreographed, it was learned, all in time for the video shoot. Everyone on our team was great to work with. Bella, the dancers, the videographers, everybody. Even though it wasn't as perfect as I could possibly imagine it, it was just a really wonderful experience to be a part of. And I'm inspired to do more dance and choreography projects in the future. We did it! So the final project video is on Bella's channel, and I will link it somewhere